Join Gatorade, MLS, and the soccer community in supporting young female athletes to stay in the game.
Time for a makeover?
Hide your flaws with our new makeup.
Are your abs bikini ready?
What guys need
How to get perfect skin.
Make yourself irresistible.
1,000 makeup products.
When society bombards them with messages like these, it's no wonder that by age 14, girls drop out of sport at twice the rate boys do. Don't let them walk away from their potential. Visit the Women's Sports Foundation.
If you're strong and confident, you're considered bitchy. If you cry because you fell over and your whole dream since you were 12 go down the toilet, you're a crybaby.
Women's tennis is a premier sport, and we have to set an example here.
Half of the human race is shut out of this profession for no good reason. It's just wrong.
This can't go on. Someone has to speak up.
I think there was a huge social shift at that time in how general Joe public viewed women in sports.
Well, is she smart? Can she hold up a conversation? Is she a decent person? Does she do community service? We don't talk about that stuff. Is she hot? Okay.
People have a hard time understanding that what we do is possible.
We didn't get equal money? Oh, no, another fight.
There were signs that said no women allowed.
Did I really see that? Did that happen?
It took me to a very dark place where I lost everything.
Where I grew up in East Germany, there was live or die.
Are you gonna be soft or are you gonna be tough?
You were tough.
Absolutely.
I think that group of people was meant to be, to kind of start this wave.
People think of mermaids. She was the original mermaid.
Men respected what she did, and that changed everything.
It's time for me to tell my story because it's a real story. It's a life story.
It's interesting because we are now getting into a generation where some of these kids that are coming even onto this team, some of these kids that are getting into high schools and colleges at this point, I don't think that they get it. And that's okay. Guess what? That's a good thing. So often are we older people complaining about these younger generations and they don't know what we had to go through. Well, guess what? That's the point. That's what Title IX's point was that those girls had the opportunities that we didn't have. Now, it's our job as veterans and as athletes to keep them informed and keep them aware of what the past was like. And I think that I'm kind of in the middle, more towards the newer generation where we've been afforded more of the opportunities. But that is the best part. You know what? It's like when you see a kid come on the national team and is arrogant and wants everything, you're like, that's exactly what Title IX was for.
Oh boy, without Title IX, sometimes I don't like to think where I'd be. I had a dream when I was a young kid, but I remember writing a paper when I was 12 years old saying, when I grow up, I want to be a women's professional soccer player. When I was 12 years old, there was no women's professional soccer. So I dreamt large, and I never really took my eyes off the prize. But the first step was gaining a college scholarship. So it was kind of like I put all my marbles into one bag and never thought about doing anything else. This was really it for me. It was my only dream in life. It was why I went to college. Of course, looking back, I know that there's many other things I could do. But really, this is all I had ever wanted to do.
When I was growing up, girls just didn't run in public.
No one on my all-boys team would pass to me.
Dad told me I couldn't be a boxer. He said I was too small.
There was a guy who tried to spit on me and then push me out of his way.
There comes a point where you have to be sure of yourself. People aren't used to women being so passionate. It scares them.
One day I just said it doesn't matter what other people think.
I'm a fashion model who can dunk.
I'm a girl. That doesn't mean I have to wear a skirt.
Doesn't mean I can't get all fired up. They used to say that girl is crazy.
But then I just kept winning.
I didn't set out to dominate. I just did.
Somebody's got to be the best. So why not me?
I'm 55 years old and I run close to 70 miles a week.
I never felt like quitting.
There's something telling me to do it every single day. Just want to play ball.